It's Friday, November 9th, and these are our top stories.
MSU Denver is a diverse campus with more than 50% of its students being first generation. Find out more on how these students are being helped.
The giving season is almost upon us, and some people are already giving the gift of life.
Stay tuned to find out more about the cold weather coming into this weekend, as well as snow totals into your Sunday.
And for sports, we skate our way to find out more about MSU Denver's club hockey team. The Met Report starts now.
A sexual assault was reported anonymously last week. The victim claimed that they were leaving the West classroom when they were approached by the suspect and assaulted.
However, upon further investigation, the campus police department disclosed that the victim confessed to reporting a false crime under malicious intent. Well, Alina, let me tell you, this is honestly a serious issue. People shouldn't report any false information to the police.
However, if you do feel unsafe, make sure that you do report it to the police.
Definitely.
Good afternoon. This is Alina H with MSU Denver Channel 20 News.
And I'm Jhovani Carrillo, and these are our top stories. Half of MSU Denver students are the first in their family to attend university. To celebrate this variety, the Center for Equity and Student Achievement hosted a generation celebration. Hunter Ashfall with more information.
Family is one of the most important resources a freshman can use when jumping into the world of college. Traversing class schedules, housing, and financial aid can be daunting for high school graduates and anyone else trying to obtain higher education for the first time. The Center for Equity and Student Achievement hosted First Gen Day on Thursday and hopes to highlight resources these first-generation students can use to help succeed at MSU Denver.
I think it's important to get the message out that we do have support here on campus specifically for those students, not only academic support, but emotional support, guidance on how to navigate the system, financial support if needed by way of scholarships.
Having an experienced parent or sibling as a role model may seem essential to some, but unfortunately, students who are among the first in their family to attend college face unseen obstacles without proper guidance.
I was a freshman and I was not from here. I didn't know the language, I didn't know anyone. So just starting to interact with the immigration services as well as Emet, with Colleen mainly, just made me realize that being a first generation, it's a huge thing out here, and I was mainly trying to do some impact.
These resources are especially needed this semester, where almost 50% of MSU Denver students are among the first in their family to go to college. Helping first-generation students succeed academically is important, but being able to install that confidence and sense of belonging may be just as crucial. With the Met Report, I'm Hunter Oswald.
Thank you, Hunter, for that story. I'm Met reporter Trystin Swan. Since November is National Native American Heritage Month, we got an up-close look on an issue that hasn't gotten much attention: missing and murdered Indigenous women. CU Denver partnered up with the Phoenix Center to sit down and examine this issue.
The number of missing and murdered Indigenous women is surprising. There are 5,712 cases of missing Native women that were reported to the National Crime Information. CU Denver's American Indian Student Education Program reached out to the student body to inform and share their stories on this topic. After the screening of the movie Wind River, CU Denver and the Phoenix Center partnered up to present a Q&A panel for all the students in attendance. We sat down with the event coordinator to ask what she wanted the attendees to get out of this event.
The thing that I want to get out most by that event is to just illuminate the fact that we have no idea how many murdered and missing women there are in the United States. There's no database. The numbers, there's an estimate in between like 1 and 6,000. There's an estimate of 5,000. But it's been going on for 500 years since America was colonized.
For the Met Report, I'm Trystin Swan.
Thank you, Trystin. And in more campus-related news, you've been told time and time again to give blood, but you've never been told why. I found out just how significant donating is and where you can go to do it. Someone's life just might depend on it.
Every 2 seconds, someone in the United States needs blood. A single car accident victim can require as many as 100 pints of blood. So why don't more people donate blood?
The act of something coming out of you is just a little terrifying for some people, but I think it's important, you can help out any way you can.
Even more so, since less than 38% of the population is eligible to give blood. And blood cannot be manufactured, which means that the only source comes from volunteer donors.
You have to put a little time aside to do it, and it's super easy, and your body will definitely make it up.
Nearly 5 million Americans need blood transfusions each year.
It's your life source, so we need people to come in and donate so that we have blood for those patients who need it.
Vitalant hosts a blood drive at St. Cajetan's every 3 months.
You get to have snacks, we wait on you the whole time. It's just a short amount of time out of your day, but you're really helping 3 different people.
A great way for Roadrunners to give back to the community without even leaving campus.
You lose about a gram of salt when you donate blood, so make sure you eat a salty snack the day before, just to maintain your blood pressure, of course.
And if you can't squeeze a donation in between classes, Vitalant and the American Red Cross also have donation centers in the greater Denver area. Giving blood is free, and most importantly, life-saving. Make sure to donate the next time Vitalant visits campus. Alina H with the Met Report.
Guys, it's been so cold outside. I feel so unprepared.
It honestly has, but that's why we have our very own Nathaniel H to tell us more on what we might expect.
Yeah, so big changes are coming into your Saturday night and Sunday morning. We're going to go take a look at that right now, actually. So radar and satellite clear throughout the I-25 corridor right now. Not much to see in the way of any clouds or rain. But that's going to be changing Saturday night, and we're going to talk about that in just a second. So right now we're sitting at 39. It feels like 33 out there. You'll definitely feel that wind chill with that southeast wind at 9 miles per hour. Now today, we're only going to be sitting at 45. That's about 5 degrees below our average high temperature, and you'll feel that wind coming out of the southeast at 11 miles per hour. We'll walk you through the next few hours here. Day planner, we'll only be sitting at 4 p.m. at 43 degrees, and tonight at 8 p.m. 30. So keep a jacket in mind if you're headed out there. It's always a good idea for that. We'll drop it down at 27 tonight, mostly clear, but you'll feel that wind coming out of the south-southwest at 11 miles per hour. So just keep a jacket in mind, like I said previously. Big stories that are coming up right now. Veterans Day, snow is in the forecast, unfortunately. We'll discuss that more in the 7-day, and of course, photo of the week.
Biker Jim's brother.
Drop that baby.
Early Thursday morning, a gunman walked into a bar in Thousand Oaks, California, killing 12 and injuring at least 10 others.
28-year-old Ian David Long was a former U.S. Marine who had a previous run-in with the law back in April. According to authorities, Long used a single .45 caliber handgun to fatally wound 12 people, including a police officer.
The gunman was later confirmed dead by authorities. He is believed to have committed suicide.
The Denver Film Festival presented a film close to Coloradans' heart as they premiered the documentary called We Are Columbine. The documentary is set 20 years after one of the deadliest school shootings in U.S. history. The film returns to Columbine High School to follow 4 survivors describing their experiences, the lasting impact, and the journey to healing. The director, Laura Farber, was a freshman in Columbine High School when the shooting happened and is now presenting the experience in an honest and genuine way.
So I want to welcome you back here to the Met Report. Like I was saying, we're going to talk about a couple things here. We're going to go over the next 48 hours here. A lot to talk about, like I said previously. Friday, you're going to just notice this slight wave cloud coming east into the city. But as far as your Saturday, it's going to be absolutely clear, beautiful skies out there. It's not until your Saturday night that the changes come in here. You'll notice, look at that timestamp, Sunday at 8:25 a.m. You'll notice the bulk of the snow is just to the west of the city right here. So just keep in mind about 1 inch to 1.5 inches is expected out there. And we'll roll through this. You'll notice it'll clear out southwest, of this area. So for tomorrow, we're only going to be sitting at 54. That is our average temperature for around this time of year, and partly cloudy with a northeast wind at 12 miles per hour. Now, 7-day forecast, Sunday is the best chance for any kind of rain or snow in this area. Well, you'll notice Monday, we're only going to struggle to get up to 32 as the high. Yeah, so keep a jacket in mind throughout the rest of this weekend. And our photo of the week comes from our own Brenden out of Denver, Colorado. And if you have any cool photos or videos like this, send it our way on the Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. We love hearing from you. And I'm going to toss it back to the desk for some more news.
Thank you, Nathaniel, for that report. And in other news, November has just started, so that means that the 45th annual Mile High United Way Turkey Trot is right around the corner. On Thursday, November 22nd, more than 22,000 people will participate in Washington Park for a 4-mile walk and run. The event will be filled with food, fun, family, and football. Proceeds made that day will go to the Mile High United Way's fight for education, health, and financial stability for the Denver Metro people. One can either walk or run the race, volunteer, or even become a sponsor. To register or donate, you can visit unitedwaydenver.org.
The Colorado State Governor election took place this Tuesday, with Jared Polis ultimately taking the seat. The results of the gubernatorial were extremely close, with Democratic contender Jared Polis winning the election by almost 200,000 votes. He is the first openly gay person to be elected governor, making his partner, Marlon Race, Colorado's first man. Polis is expected to take office January 8th, 2019, under a progressive platform, which includes Medicare for all and renewable energy investments.
Welcome back. We've made it through another election cycle. Let's take a look at some of the results. Last week I talked about Amendment 74 and Proposition 112, and it turns out that they both failed in the election. Amendment 74, wanting to mandate fair market property value, failed by a margin of 54% to 46%. Proposition 112, which had been polling near 50-50 leading up to election night, finished with the no camp on top, 57% to 43%. Good news for Colorado Democrats. Democratic candidates have swept all of the statewide races: Attorney General, Secretary of State, State Treasurer, and Governor. Now, speaking of governor, Democrat Jared Polis ended up cruising past Republican Walker Stapleton, 51% to 46%. Polis becomes the nation's first openly gay governor. Here's some of the highlights from Polis's victory speech.
Tonight, we reaffirm what an amazing state that we live in. In Colorado, we dream, we dare, and we do pledge to serve all Coloradans, no matter your party, no matter where you live, no matter your race, or no matter your gender. We are all in this together. Take a moment to thank Walker Stapleton for his 8 years of service to our state and for giving his precious time to add to the discussion and the dialogue about ideas to make our state even better. Thank you, Walker. And together, we're going to get back to work because we have work to do to turn a bold vision into reality here in our amazing state of Colorado. Thank you, and God bless Colorado.
Now let's take a look at some results from around the country. There were a lot of close races and a few surprises and a change in House leadership.
The state of Florida did not disappoint, giving us not one but two close races. The Republican Ron DeSantis narrowly beat out Democratic Socialist Andrew Gillum for the Florida governorship, 49.7% to 49.1%. Meanwhile, the race for the Florida Senate seat continues as the battle between former Governor Rick Scott and incumbent Senator Bill Nelson looks to be headed to a recount. Moving now to the Texas Senate race, where incumbent Senator Ted Cruz was in a tight one with Democratic challenger Beto O'Rourke. Mr. Cruz ended up winning the race by a vote of 50.9% to 48.3%, but this result leaves many wondering if we are seeing the start of a purple Texas. A couple of out-of-state ballot measures that have drawn some national attention come from California and Michigan. Californians voted in favor of Proposition 7, which gives the state legislature the right to decide whether or not to make daylight saving year-round or to simply abolish it. Either way, California would need to get federal congressional approval to institute any time shift, which is no small task. Michigan passed Proposal 1, which makes recreational marijuana use legal for those 21 and older. But don't pack your bags just yet. It won't actually be legal until December when the election results are certified, and the state of Michigan says it will take about a year before the commercial marijuana market is up and running.
Finally, one other significant event transpired election night. 95 women were elected to the House and 13 women to the Senate. They will join 10 current female senators who are not up for re-election. That means that at least 118 women will serve in the new Congress. Now, since some races are still counting or recounting, that number could go up. Here to tell us more about it is our very own Bree Hernandez. Bree?
That's right, Brenden. The 116th U.S. Congress will have over 115 women serving in it. That breaks the old record of 107 set in 2016. It's also a record number of women elected to the House with 95. Women have never held more than 84 of the 435 seats in the House. The women who ran this year were remarkably diverse: Latina, Native American, and Muslim. The first one being Debbie Powell, an immigrant from Ecuador; Rashida Tlaib, born in Detroit to Palestinian parents; Alexandra Cortez, in New York, 29, and a Latina.
Well, it looks like we lost Bree, but thank you. Now, that's all the time we've got for today. I'll be back next week to wrap it all up for you. For the Met Report, I'm Brenden Minchef. Have a great week.
Aquí para invitarlos a que miren su programa Otra Onda, y déjenme les platico por qué. Tenemos entrevistas con artistas locales, música en vivo, tips de belleza y muchas cosas más. Y si todavía quieren aún más razones para verlos, aquí las tienen.
Goku, Satan, and Sabrina the Teenage Witch have in common? Today, they're all on Emet. I'm Derrel E, reporter here with Met Media. Let's get started. The Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade is getting a new balloon, and this year, a popular anime icon is joining the ranks. Earth's favorite Saiyan, Goku, from the Dragon Ball series, is arriving for the 92nd annual Macy's Day Parade. He'll be joining other icons like SpongeBob, Snoopy, and Ronald McDonald. This will mark the second time that an animated character from outside the West will be featured in the parade. The timing couldn't have been better, as the new film Dragon Ball Super, Broly, is debuting in January. Make sure to catch Goku and the parade November 22nd. A religious group has threatened Netflix with legal action over an alleged copyright infringement. The Satanic Temple is at odds with Netflix's The Chilling Adventures of Sabrina for the use of the Baphomet statue. The temple's co-founder, Lucian Greaves, rejected claims of free publicity by saying, quote, having one central icon associated with human sacrifice in an evil patriarchal cult is hardly good exposure, and hardly a frivolous complaint. The temple has since initiated a $50 million lawsuit, and Netflix has yet to respond. Of course, the devil is in the details. Actress Rebel Wilson, in her excitement over a new film, has made a claim that has landed her in the hot seat. Last week, on Ellen, Rebel Wilson promoted her new film, Isn't It Romantic? But she happened to make a claim that she was the first ever plus-sized woman to star in a romantic comedy. Of course, Twitter was quick to correct her, stating actresses Queen Latifah and Monique both have prior claims. Rebel initially challenged these claims, but after a week has come out with an apology, saying, quote, I now realize what I said was not only wrong, but also incredibly hurtful. Again, I am deeply sorry, end quote. Meanwhile, Isn't It Romantic is scheduled to release in February. Stay tuned, sports is next.
Hello, my name is Adele, and I invented this product, the Lovey Window. I invented this in preschool when I was at nap time, and I thought, why can't I see my Lovey in the day without taking it out? So I could see my Lovey the entire day. If you have a normal backpack, I can't see my Lovey, I can't hear my Lovey, I can't play with my Lovey, and that Lovey can't see me, can't hear me, so feel it. But if they have this, they can see you and have more light and not be scared. So if you want to see your Lovey in the middle of the day, you have to have this backpack until you can see the Lovey. Thank you.
Check out Emet, where you can get the latest news on what's there to do in Denver, what the celebrities are doing, and the great must-sees. Check out Emet on the Met Report.
With the women's basketball team tipping off their season on Monday night, basketball at MSU Denver is back. I'm Tony Almanza here bringing you the latest in MSU Denver sports. The Roadrunners were in action at Johnson & Wales where they took on Taylor University in an exhibition game. The Taylor Trojans already had 4 games under their belt this season as the Roadrunners played their first. But MSU Denver was able to overcome Taylor as star player Jalen Smith carried the Roadrunners, leading the team in points, rebounds, and assists. Smith also played all 40 minutes of the game. The Roadrunners won the game with the final score 72-61. The women's basketball team will be playing their first regular season game tonight as they'll be on the road in Lubbock, Texas at their school's home tournament. So basketball got their win. And another team that keeps on winning is the volleyball team. The Roadrunners took on Regis University in the first round of the RMAC tournament. MSU Denver got the first win in the 2 matches and fell in the third. Now the 4th match was a close one. The Roadrunners were able to shake off the Rangers and take the match 26-24. The Roadrunners win the match 3-1. With the win, the volleyball team advances in the RMAC tournament, and their next match will be against Colorado School of Mines. That match will be played tonight in Golden. So best of luck to the lady. MSU Denver offers 9 different sports programs from soccer, basketball, and volleyball. But something that you may not know about, MSU Denver also has a club hockey team. So who are these Roadrunners on the ice?
We're a community, like a family. All the guys on our team, they're great people.
Not a lot of people on the campus know about us, so we kind of take a lot of pride in being kind of underdogs, almost kind of villains.
MSU Denver's club hockey team competes in the Big Mountain Hockey Conference and is off to a great start this season.
Us, DU, UNC, CSU, Wyoming, and CU.
So we're in the ACHA, Men's Division II, and we mostly play, Western schools.
We're ranked 13th in the Western Conference out of about 50 teams. And we're taking that to heart, really, actually. We think we're ranked a lot higher than that. We think we should be in the top 5, especially with an 8-2 record.
Even though this team is a club sport, there is no doubt they have a strong bond.
Anyone who knows hockey culture kind of gets that, Saturdays are for the boys.
We're all super close. All, love to hang out and love to have a good time.
And if you needed another reason to go to one of their games,
I personally think, I'm obviously biased, but I think hockey's the most exciting sport around.
We're really good this year, and we win a lot of games. And
games are free. All you have to do is keep a lookout. If we get a crowd going, we're going to acknowledge everyone, right? We'll feel that, and I think a crowd would really push us.
Are you guys planning on going to any hockey games this season?
Well, it might be warmer in the rink than it is outside.
Yeah. So like I was saying, if you're headed to church on Sunday, keep in mind there is a good chance for some snow out there. Yeah, just keep that in mind. And then Monday, we're going to be 32, and the rest of the work week, we're going to be on a slight warming trend, thankfully.
And then we also want to take time to wish happy birthday to our general manager, Yahaira Hernandez, and our reporter, Hunter, whose birthday we celebrated a couple days ago. Yeah. So happy birthday, you guys. Thank you guys for being freaking awesome. Tony, talk more about the club hockey team. Like, how did you find out about it with them?
I didn't even know much about the hockey team until someone sent me an email about, they wanted to be covered more, so I really am excited about that. I want to cover them a bit more this season for sure, guys.
All right, well, thank you, Tony. And, well, unfortunately, that's all the time we have. We'll see you guys next week.